Hey everyone, Chris Bloom here in Carlsbad, California. And wow, what a beautiful day. Of course, every day is like this, just about. But today in particular, those waves look awesome. I haven't started surfing yet, but these guys are clearly having a great time. No wait, usually they're just sitting out there. I'm wondering what they're doing, thinking about. But today, I think they're all staying pretty busy. And way over there, got people out walking around the reef. You got this crazy super low tide thing going on during the day, and in the morning, at night, I guess. The high tide comes in, slapping up against the rocks. It's awesome. So I'm gonna go walk along the beach here. Oh wow, there's a guy out there on one of those wave runner boards. You've seen him. Oh, he went down. Probably crashed. Where they pump up and down. Those are pretty awesome. But this is going to be my continuing series on networking. I'm going to be talking about all kinds of topics ranging from protocol analyzers, of course, like OmniPeak and other products offered at Live Action, Live and X. I'll talk about the products, but I'm going to talk about the technology and problem solving, troubleshooting, monitoring, kind of things you do with the products. Hopefully it'll be interesting. And along the way, you'll be able to see things like that. That's going down to Encinitas, which I haven't actually been to yet. Everybody says, gotta go to Encinitas because that's where all the great restaurants are. All the young kids hang out there. If we go the other way, that's gonna be up towards, well, Oceanside. And then further up, we're gonna have Camp Pendleton and Dana Point. All pretty amazing. And right now, if you look, I can't really zoom, but maybe you can. There's 2 warships that just showed up yesterday. I looked one up on real-time, ship app, and called like the USS PEA. I don't know, but they're big. They're just sitting there, but I don't know. Maybe they're headed over somewhere, to Ukraine or something. I'm always looking for boats. A couple out there. A couple boats. And of course, there's helicopters flying over here all the time. It's very cool. There's always lots of things going on here. But back to networking, which is going to be really tough to focus on because there's so much going on here. So we'll try, though. In fact, next time, we're going to really dig in. And I think we're going to start with how packets don't lie, right? People lie, but packets don't lie. There could be fake data in the packets. There could be there could be problems with the packets. But looking at the packets, you'll know exactly what that is. But if you're not looking at the packets and you're looking at some other extrapolation of data from it, or logs or some kind of flow, that's not the packet. So usually, a lot of times, I don't know about usually, but you can oftentimes solve your problem without looking at packets, and fewer and fewer people really know how to look at packets these days. The software does that for you. But there are certainly times when you're going to need to look at the packets, or you're going to need the packets at least to load into your software so it can look at the packet. So it's important to be able to capture those packets. At Live Action, we offer, look at them all, like ants. That's what we call them, my wife and I, as we walk down here. Oh, look at the ants. They're all just sitting there, and they're black. But you got to capture those packets. You're going to need them. Somebody's going to need them because they may be looking at something, a report, and they go, yeah, I don't understand what's going on here. Do you have the packets? Or we need to, drill down. See, in a lot of these reports, you can see what came from the packets at a high level, but then you need to have more detail, and that's where having the packets will allow you to load those into, well, to OmniPeak or to Livewire, two of our packet level products, and then we'll reanalyze those packets, not the flow or some other metadata that came from the packets, but the actual packets, and generate hundreds of events telling you what's wrong with your network at a very detailed level, and then ways in which you can flow from those, workflow from those events about what's wrong with your network to the actual package if necessary. There are lots of high-level visualizations in our software that make it possible to usually solve your problem or be able to move to where the problem is, a router, switch, firewall, whatever, without having to look at the packets. But by having the packets, our software can tell, oh, there he is. There's a Waverider guy. You see him, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. It's probably very little to you guys, but now it's just there. See those things here all the time. So, yeah, if you're not capturing your packets now, by the way, I think that house is worth like $18 million. It's crazy. And I don't live there. I live a block over. And we just have a lease for a year, trying it out here in Carlsbad. I think we're going to stay. I mean, how can we leave? It's amazing. Every day is just so awesome. Now I'm going to go down to the beach, actually, and check that out, which it just gets better. See you there. So I just walked down to the beach. So, it's the cliffs below. So I was standing up there earlier. But if you walk down, we're now standing on I think it's my favorite place in the universe at this point that I found. I've been here for about a month in Carlsbad, and this little local beach called Terramar. And I just love how you can be up on these cliffs here, and the ocean is just below. There's the beach, and it's really low tide right now. So it's not my favorite time of day. My favorite time of day, it's just the full moon is out, so you got these ranges of tides, and right now it's way out there, and you see people like they're walking in the sand, like out in the ocean, where in the morning the ocean's all the way up here. Not up here, but there's no beach, and it's slapping up against the rocks, and I can come up here and I can do I like to do squats up here in the morning, and it's just amazing how not only does it slap up these rocks, the spray comes up. There's just so much going on. So yeah, this is my favorite spot. But where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about packets, and all the amazing things you can do with packets, because like I said, they don't lie. People lie. I keep saying that. I think it's pretty funny. But the packets, of course, you've got the headers. That's probably the most important thing in the packets, because that's going to be the network part of this guy. But and beyond that, well, no, not beyond that. Let's stick with the headers. You got so many layers of the headers. You got the Ethernet layer. Got the IP, the TCP, maybe it's UDP. You might have your VLAN tags in there. There's so much you can tell just from those. And you start stacking those packets up, look at them, doing your flow analysis. And if you know anything about packets, then you know how to use a protocol analyzer. A lot of people are very familiar with Wireshark. They can do amazing things with Wireshark, but that's because they've been using it for so long. I use OmniPeak, and I don't really love looking at packets. I love our decoder, by the way. Our decoder is fantastic. But I prefer the visualizations. That's what we do in OmniPeak. We spend most of our time as developers is in making it easier to solve problems with the packets, doing the analysis. So I'm going to walk down here a little bit further. There's some surfers over here. Well, I didn't record it, so it's been a few minutes in the intermission here. But my favorite spot there, I just talked to a family, and their son is here based in, Camp Pendleton. And turns out he was just on the USS Pearl Harbor. Now, a moment ago, I was actually calling it the USS P, because I had looked it up online, and it said USS PEA. But, of course, that means USS Pearl Harbor. And he had spent, I don't know how many months on that boat. And he actually was in Hawaii last week, and before that, he was in Guam. So that's pretty amazing. Thanked him for his service and all that stuff. But life is good. He's a surfer too. Why wouldn't you be if you live here? Oh wait, why am I not a surfer yet? I'm working on that. So I wanted to walk over here because there's not as many now, but there's a lot of surfers out there, and they just look like they're having the time of their life. Today's a good day for it. In fact, I'll go check it out some more. Bye. Well, I walked a little bit down the beach. I was over there a minute ago, on my favorite spot. But I have been here the last couple days because this is so cool. So it's low tide, and I'm standing out where normally there's lots of water. I'm in the ocean, but at the moment it's low tide, and you can see all these families are out here just looking for little lobsters or crabs or whatever, and then just right out there, I can almost walk over to them, are all the surfers. And today the swell's 3 to 5 feet, so and constant. They're having a great time out there. The phone camera does not do these waves justice. They probably look really small from your point of view, but they're not. And maybe you can catch one of these guys. Surfers also spend a lot of time sitting around waiting for the next wave. But when a set comes in, then they're all on it. So hopefully you'll be able to catch one of those, but maybe not. Let me spin around here. Actually, the lighting's even better when I go this way because the sun is going this way. Again, this is Terramar, cool little local beach. People here probably don't want me taking a video, but nobody knows me. So nobody's watching this video except for maybe my family and a few others. Oh, there's a good set of waves. There they are. Oh, look at that. But yeah, I love this little neighborhood. We live about a block in, but I'll come out here, run around this part of the beach if I can, if it's not high tide. The other day, my wife and I were walking over there and couldn't get through because the water was too high. Oh, wow, sorry. Another big wave. They just keep coming. Oh, that's a nice one. I love when the surfers are riding it, and then, at the end of it, you always go down when you surf. It's not, when, but it is when. It's not if, it's when. At some point, you're going to crash into it. And the bigger the wave, the bigger the crash, which is fun. There, like 3 dudes or girls have caught that wave. There they go. Woo! It's a good one. So yeah, I'm sorry. I was going to talk about packets today, and at some point I'm sure I'll get around to that because there's certainly a lot to say. I've been in the business for a long time, 30 years, and I know packets pretty well. I know protocol analyzers pretty well, certainly from a OmniPeak point of view. Now I work for Live Action, and LiveNX is our global monitoring solution, and it's IP fixed based, and we capture the packets using LiveWire. That's our protocol analyzer. OmniPeak is the UI for that. And not only do we capture the packets, which is my big theme here about capturing packets and how packets don't lie, but we also then do analysis on those packets. We build flows out of the packets. We do analysis on the flows, and we send that to LiveNX. So with Live Action, you've got a full solution. You got your protocol analyzer, you got your packet capture appliance, you've got your IP fix monitoring solution, all in one, and it's all integrated. So you can go from the flow to the packets. And we just acquired Counterflow, whose product is ThreadEye, and we've integrated that into Livewire as well. So not only do we capture the packets, we now do the security analysis and send that up to the ThreadEye UI in the cloud. So that is just being recently offered as well. So that's about all I'm going to say on packets today, because I know this is what I'd rather see. I keep forgetting where I am about packets anyway. Pretty cool though. Thanks for joining me on this little walk. I look forward to talking more about networking while I'm walking along the beach. Have a great day. Bye.